Hey everyone, it's JC. I have a thought of one radical step to share with you today. If you are looking at Christian weight loss, trying to take a faith-based approach to healing this part of your life, if you've come out of diet culture and you're ready for something different, I'm just going to throw one revolutionary step at you that comes out of scripture that I think sometimes we just don't even think like this. Even though once we hear it, we go, of course, of course. I was reading a book this week. It's a brand new book by John Eldredge called Experience Jesus, really. That's the title. But in the first few pages, he says this. Listen to this, you guys. He says, we are, all of us, disciples of the internet. If that seems unfair, if you repel the idea that you might be a disciple of the internet, consider this. You are a disciple of the system that tutors you, where you turn on a daily basis for guidance on living. For most people, that makes them disciples of the internet, even if they call themselves disciples of Christ. If you have a question, you look it up. We do this all day, every day. Now, did the Lord give us the internet as a blessing in our lives? Has it blessed many of us in myriad ways? So many ways. I have found answers through that medium. But I actually like the way he phrases it, that we become disciples. The reason I like it is because I'm in the health and wellness space. And you can't tell me that most of us haven't spent hours researching the best diet, the best supplement. Should I go keto? How many calories? What macros? What's a good workout? Where can I? Type. Phone. Let's go. Now, I want to be careful because I have online classes that offer some of the approved wisdom that you will find on the internet. But here's my radical step today. I was thinking of the story of Naaman in the Bible in 2 Kings 5, when he was a great commander of the army and he was a leper, and his king said, go to Israel, go to the king, here's money, go tell him I need you healed of this leprosy. So he went to the king, who did not like that idea, and he sent Naaman to the prophet. But what we see in this story is the expectations Naaman had of being healed. So he went and knocked on the door with Elisha, stopped at his house, and Elisha sent a messenger. Elisha didn't even come to the door. And Naaman was a great and respected man, so that wasn't what he expected. He came to the door, and the messenger said, go and wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan, and your flesh will be restored and you will be cleansed. Now here's the paragraph we need. But Naaman went away angry and said, I thought he would, listen to that phrase, I thought that he would surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of his God and wave his hand over the spot and cure me of my leprosy. Naaman had a whole picture of in his head of how this was supposed to go down. And then when he wants me to wash, well, even if I do that, there's better rivers out there than where he asked me to, the Jordan. Are not Abana and Parvar, I can't say those, the rivers of Damascus better than the waters of Israel? Couldn't I wash in them and be cleansed? Look at the expectations he brought to the healing process. Now, as sometime disciples of the internet, could it be that when we take a faith-based approach and we stop diet culture, stop the willpower madness, all of that, and we go, okay, I need to ask the Lord for help with this. Are we bringing our expectations from the internet? The disciple, we've been disciples. We've learned a lot online. Are we bringing expectations to where we're like, hey, Lord, here's the plan. This is what I thought. This is what I think you will do. I need to go low carb. I need to do this. I need to start with this. Now, Lord, please give me help with my plan. This is how I think healing should go. The same way that Naaman did. The expectations we bring to the table. So maybe you can see the radical step I'm about to suggest. What if we came to the Lord's feet without any expectations from the internet, from anywhere that we books, doctors, what people have said? Now, can those things be good? Absolutely. Can he even say, yes, follow what that doctor told you? Yes, absolutely, he can do that. But here's my suggestion today. What if the Lord does exactly what Elisha did in that story and comes to you and said, if you want to be healed, I want you to do this. And it's completely outside the realm of your expectations. What if he suggests an eating plan that you were like, no, I was going to do this. That happened with me. He brought a sugar addiction book into my path. It was clearly him. I've told the story in other places, but it was clearly him. And I had been praying about something else, healing with something else. And I was just like Naaman. I was like, no, I'm not a sugar addict. This is not what my expectations were. The sugar addiction book fixed the other thing I was praying about. It was totally the answer. At the time, I was a little like, Naaman, like, what? No, what? We have plans in our head. Because we've been disciples of our society, of our culture, and how we gain information in our culture, he may come and he may say, you need to start therapy. And you may think, no, wait, I want to lose weight. I want to fix my health. And he may say, we need to deal with some trauma. We need to deal with some stuff that's fueling the eating. Do you see what I'm saying? We've got to see how we come with expectations, even when we're trying to make this a faith-based approach. And we're trying to turn it over to him. Sometimes maybe he may meet our expectations. Sometimes he may say, yes, I've been leading you. You are on the path. And the things that you've been studying or looking at, or the ideas that you've had around food and the changes you need to make, yes, you're exactly right. And I will send, truckloads of grace to help you on this journey. And together I can give you strength to do this. So I'm not saying that will never happen. I'm just saying, because of the tidal wave of information out there about health and wellness, we often come as disciples of the internet. We come with expectations or a preconceived plan that we then want to lay before the Lord and say, help me with my plan, because it's such a good plan, because I've researched it. And I've done all my homework, because we are faithful. We know where to go to find all that stuff. And we've looked it up and we've read the studies or whatever. What if he throws a wrench in your plans like he did for Naaman and says, no, I want you to start here? Can our faith handle? I mean, Naaman needed his servant to come to him and get a reality check and go, wait a second. I love how it says it in scripture. His servant went to him and said, if the prophet had told you to do some great thing, would you not have done it? How much more when he tells you to wash and be cleansed? Like, in other parts of our lives, he'll tell us to do odd or irrational things sometimes, and we believe in that. We just trust him for the miracle. But in this one, sometimes we have a set expectation of how we are comfortable proceeding. I've belabored the point. That's your radical step. Surrender it all to him without any expectations, and listen for your next right step. It may be absolutely, completely the opposite of what you thought you needed to find healing in this area. Let him get creative. He knows you so much better than you know yourself. He knows every cell of your body. He knows exactly what will work for you in a way that can be a lifestyle change and not just a quick fix or a quick diet. He is God in this, even over our health. He is the most brilliant health expert we could turn to, but let's not turn to him with our own expectations. Let's give him full freedom and listen, no matter how illogical his revelation may be. Let's exercise our faith and offer it to him and say, okay, all right, I'm with thy grace helping me, let's go. I will do whatever you say I need to do to be healed. I hope that helps you guys. Have a great week. See you next time.